Okay, this is part 2 of learning to turn and transform flat two-dimensional shapes into 3D forms. In our last video, we learned how to turn squares into cubes. Now we're going to be making a city drawing, which the shapes aren't squares, they're rectangles, and when they become three-dimensional, we call them rectangular prisms. So we're going to practice on a worksheet that looks like this first, step by step together, so that eventually you're going to be able to design and draw your own city street with your own businesses in them. Maybe you're going to make a candy shop, an ice cream shop, a clothing store, video game store, a sporting goods store, whatever you like, an art supply store. Maybe they're going to be businesses with your names on them, maybe the street. The sky's the limit. You're going to have an opportunity to draw a city street that looks three-dimensional. But first, we need to learn some concepts on paper in practicing. So this is also another 1-point perspective lesson. So what that means is you're going to need that horizon line in 1 point, that vanishing point. So these are the little directions above. You're going to need this worksheet, a ruler or the straight edge, like this, a pencil, and an eraser. So let's get started. So now this space here is going to be this space as a larger version. So they say somewhere in the middle, you're going to take your ruler, you're going to make a horizontal line all the way across. So I'm going to take my ruler, press down for my horizon line. And then above, they don't show the vanishing point as in the middle. They just put it off to the side, but it's still on the horizon line. So here's my vanishing point. Now I'm going to make, in step 2, the receding lines, or orthogonals. Say orthogonals. Those are your road lines. So I'm going to take the ruler, make sure it's on the vanishing point, and I'm going to draw a straight line off the edge. And then I'm going to make sure this ruler is still at the vanishing point and go off the edge. So now I have my road. And you can add some broken lines if you'd like to further show that it is the road. Okay, so then the next direction in 3 is to draw a rectangular, which is going to be a side of a building. So I'm going to use my ruler again. I don't want you freehanding. The ruler is a great tool for drawing straight lines. So I'm going to draw a vertical line, and then I'm going to draw another vertical line, tall one for the building, and then I'm going to connect them with a horizontal line across. So now we have a rectangle, still flat. And then I'm going to erase where the horizon line goes through the rectangle. Number 4, you're going to, like in the last video, I draw the dots on the corners to kind of make it make more sense. You're going to connect the corners to the vanishing point. Now my corner of my building is not touching the edge. That's okay. Your building could be slightly off. I'm going to connect the ruler to that dot, the ruler vanishing point to the bottom edge of the rectangle corner. That's an orthogonal. And then I'm going to do the same on the top. Now, should I do this one? Nope, it goes through the shape, so you wouldn't see that. How about this one? Nope, it goes through the shape, so you wouldn't see that. Okay, so now the next direction up here says to slide my ruler over, making a parallel line to the side of the building. Okay. You want it really vertical, really parallel, so they're not ever meeting. And then I'm going to erase here. And then step 6 says erase the rest of this orthogonal because you wouldn't need it. You only need this angle here. Okay, so I'm on step 6. Step 7, I'm going to draw a smaller rectangle next to this building because it is going further away. Maybe it's a shorter building, maybe not. But since it's further away from our eyesight, it's going to be smaller. So I'm going to use this edge of the building for part of my rectangle. I'm going to slide over here, make another vertical, and then I'm going to do a horizontal line across. Notice I'm still using the ruler because it makes the edges of your shapes nice and straight. And then it says to erase here, where the horizon line overlaps on the rectangle. So we've done up to here. Now I'm going to draw my dots again and see if they connect. Well, actually I have to connect them. So I'm going to take this dot, connect it to the vanishing point. How about this one? To the vanishing point. Nope, because it goes through the shape. How about this one? Nope, because it goes through the shape. But yes to this one. Okay. So now I'm on step number 9, which is my parallel line. So I'm going to take the ruler, line it up with the side of the building, the vertical side, slide it over, draw a vertical parallel line for the side of the building. Now I'm going to erase where the horizon line is overlapping the shape. And I'm also going to erase this little orthogonal. And I'm going to darken that horizon line. So you should be at step 10, you have 2 rectangular prisms. We haven't really turned them into buildings yet. Now, step 11 has you taking the ruler and drawing a vertical line on the side of this rectangular prism. So I just drew a vertical line. At the top, think of it like a shape. I'm going to connect that top to the vanishing point. I'm not going to press so hard here because you're going to erase half of it. And then I'm going to slide the ruler over, make a parallel vertical. So now I have made a door on the side of this rectangular prism, and now I'm turning it into a building. And then you draw some squares on the front facings of the building. You don't need to do anything with them, connecting them, because they are in the front face of the building. Okay, so these would be windows. Maybe you want to put something fun or interesting inside them. Okay, and then here, smaller squares because the building is further away. So it looks like they're further back from our eyes. So I've got some windows. And then the last thing is to bring your ruler back to that vanishing point, slide it down a little, draw a line, and then if you draw some horizontals, you are making a sidewalk. Again, notice I use the ruler, the straight edge for all my directions because it keeps a nice finished clean look. So you can use this paper strip if you don't have a straight edge. See, it draws nice straight lines just like the ruler. So I'm going to hold this up. You can always rewind or pause or go back through the video to follow the step-by-step instructions. Okay, this concludes the second lesson on one-point perspective, turning shapes into forms. Thank you.